Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic. It was Dollar Day haul. And I was just sort of like, okay, I've got one more dollar. $10 later, I picked up this. And again, it was on my way to doing something else. Here we go. And the first thing I picked up will be a gift for someone who likes birds. So, this was $2. They're going up, but still. She liked the one I had given her before. That was of a similar sort of style, kind of pixelated, if that makes sense. So, I'm going to give her a bear cub. Her birthday's in November, so I'll be hoarding this for a good year. So, that is that. I have no idea where it came from or how much it was originally, but that'll go in the stash of presents. The next thing I got, there are two of them. And I'm like, well, they're kind of cool. I kind of would like both of them, but I have some, I want to put it right there. Hopefully it'll fit. And someone had made, these are, I don't know if they're ocean stones or they're just polished rocks. They glued together and drilled out for like a tea light. And they had two of them there, and these were $2 a piece. So I'm like, well, I don't really need two of them because I'm not quite sure, no particular holiday will go. So you can always tell what time of the year it is I filmed, but I put those out earlier, so it's not quite yet, but I want to look at it. So I do have a purpose for this, and I just thought it was cool. And it's really hefty, but I did need two of them. But I liked the colors to this one. They were kind of the same. You had the two dark ones, but you had the pink one, so I don't quite know what stones they are, if they're just general granite type random stones, but they're just really freaking cool. So this shall not go behind me. And when she was checking me out, I was like, that's pretty neat. I'm like, well, there's another one out there, whoever wants it. So I thought that was cool. And the next thing I got was the first thing I picked up, and I don't know if they lost it on her or not, so I think that should fit. It's got a spling to it anyways. So I picked that up for Grandma. So she had a similar skirt. It was a skirt of the same color, but it wasn't like fancy pants like this. So I got her a skirt for $1. I have no idea how size this is. I don't know. If it gets on her butt, it gets on her butt. Otherwise, whoop-de-doo. So this is a Grandma skirt. So again, I'll probably hoard that in the gift pile. Maybe I should do that. Not a bad idea. Oh, there we go. Gift pile. There we go. And the next thing I picked up, I'm waffling whether I should keep for myself. There you go. Or give it to him. But I might just give it to him. I don't know. I like this jacket too. I don't know. And for another whopping $1, it came from Zero Exposure. It's just a really neat looking sort of windbreaker jacket. With netting inside. Apparently that's all it's going to break. I don't know. It's just, there's no like lining, it's just netting. So it's very, but it feels heavy. It's weird. Well, let's find out, shall we? If it fits me, it should fit him. It's actually big on me, so maybe I shall resist and he can have a nice new jacket. So, again, onto the gift pile. These are cool too, so. Because he works with like oil, a lot of oil, which is why I make him do his own laundry, because it's really hard to do laundry when you have to like scrape the oil out of the. Keep losing my scissors. Where are the scissors? Somewhere there are scissors. So the oil always like affects the clothing. At least he's always waterproof apparently. I have no idea where my scissors went. Whatever's. Gift. So I will get to that later. And the next thing I got, I was wearing, this today, and I'm like, well, I don't really have a good purple hat. I've got a hat with like purple stripes, which you've seen or will have seen, will see, and eventually will see in one of my hauls. And I looked down, and this was $1. I picked up this one. And I'm like, this is perfect. So I now have a proper purple hat. And I like the variations. If I could get my hair to do that, that'd be awesome. So my hair is in transition. I'm not quite sure what to do with it yet. Again, I'm looking for ears. I know your ears. I found the scissors. So I am happy. I now have a pretty purple hat. Which is always good when your hair does strange things. So, hooray. Now there's a tag. Be gone. Hate it when it's like not quite into the lining. There we go. Alright, so it's a pretty purple sparkly hat. Which looks like it might be a little snug, but there we go. And the last thing I got, I'm trying to resist buying books. People who like to read, we just buy books whether we read them or not. I've got a library that's on the to-do list, not including the Kindle ones I want to get a hold of. But I'm going to finish those two. You get 2 more reviews. But it's like, when you run out of room, it's like, there's so many books, so little time. So, knowing that I am a bicentennial whore, I know where this came from. Okay, I wonder if they know this is where the book is. I got a bicentennial portrait of the American people. And I think it was like the last haul that I had picked up some bicentennial swag, and I'm brains on its own, trip there. And I'm like, well, the bicentennial wouldn't have been a countrywide thing, technically, because we weren't a country in 1776. It was only 13 colonies at that point. So like I said, it was like an East Coast thing. So the bicentennial, gosh, we're like, what the hell would be bicentennial? 200 years, right? For like California would have been like in 100 years or something like that. It's not, they haven't had it yet or something. You know what I mean? It's like, it would have been staggered the farther west you go. So it's just a strange trip my brain took. But apparently we all celebrated it all on the same day. So I got that. I will not burden you with a particular review on this. I think I'll just glance through it. Oh, I thought that was Jimmy Carter. Apparently not. Just a bunch of pictures of... Is this stuff that happened? It's hard to tell because the 70s are so damn... Is this 1950s or 1970s? It's hard to tell because it's like, okay, well, if it's bell bottoms, it must be 1970s. When you look through these, it's like, oh my god, that's funny. Like with this chick here, come on. Does this say 1970s or 1950s? Was there... I don't know. Ow. This is a birthday portrait. In words and pictures to show us what we look like in our 200th anniversary as an independent people. A birthday is an appropriate time to look into the mirror and to inquire as to what we see there. Price through December 31st, 1975. $21.95. What the hell would it be now? Wow. And this is in the 70s. Price through... I don't know. Wow. And this was a library book with withdrawn. Oh, okay. Wonder where the withdrawn things go. Well, a local library. It would be well taken care of. I like laughing at the pictures of the ancient people. So, I think that is it. Get off my butt, do some reviews. Figure out what the hell to do with my hair. I know I run on Duncan. That's breakfast and lunch and apparently dinner. So, thank you for watching. Do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. Especially if you are a book. Bye!